What's up guys, it's Avery here. Every single year I try to add at least one source of income to my income stream. And that can be through a side hustle, through a job, through purchasing another rental property for cash flow. But this time in particular, I was able to add YouTube as a source of income. If this is your first time to the channel, or if you're returning and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do so. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on any tips for investing in real estate and things that you can do with your money in order to build your wealth. So if you've been following the channel, you'll know that I love side hustles and creating sources of income for myself, but I have a particular gripe with a certain type of side hustle. I only try to pursue side hustles that have a delayed gratification, and I'm not just trading my time for money. I'm not interested in Uber or doing DoorDash or using TaskRabbit in order to gain some immediate side income. I personally like to put a lot of upfront work into something and then eventually have it be passive. So that's how my rental property business works, and this is how I wanted to set up YouTube. So I put a ton of work into YouTube, and I've still spent more money on camera equipment and whatnot than I've earned, but eventually this could be a really large source of income for me. And today I wanted to go over how much money I actually made with less than 5,000 subscribers. So I pursued YouTube because of my personality and how I view side hustles, as well as a number of other reasons. I had started doing podcasts because I was working on a blog and I wanted to get my name out there a little bit more. It turns out that the blog wasn't necessarily what I was interested in, but if you go on there and want to do one-on-one coaching with me, check it out in the description below, and happy to set up a call with you and talk about any of your personal finance needs. So I started that blog with the intention of continuing to do it and doing podcasts to advertise for the blog. And when I was doing those podcasts, it turns out that the people who were asking you questions were able to sway the conversation how they wanted to. And I felt as I left every single one of those podcasts that there was way more that I wanted to say. And I figured I could do so on YouTube. So that's exactly what I did. And the other reason I started YouTube is because I would pour my heart out to people who would DM me or message me and say, Avery, how do I get started on buying a rental property? Or how do I do X? Or how do I do this? Whatever the question was, and I would write a very detailed message, and more often than not, they would either ghost me or just say okay, not even a thank you. So at least this time around, I could send them a video on this specific topic and get some watch time from them. The last reason that I started YouTube is because I've been interested in growing my rental property business, and I figured this was a great way to add credibility to my name. I've done a couple of rental property investments, but I wanted to grow a little bit bigger so that I could acquire more private money. And to show that you know what you're talking about and send someone a video about it, or people can find these videos so that they can see that you know what you're doing, really helps your credibility. So I thought YouTube was a great way to do that. So I made my first personal finance related video at the beginning of 2021 with a pretty grainy camera, but I quickly got a nice one so that the videos would look a lot better, as well as updating the lighting and the mic and everything like that. And my goal for 2021 was to get 1,000 subscribers. And right now it is the end of May as the time I'm filming this, and I have 4,000 subscribers, so I'm super excited about that. And the reason my goal was 1,000 subs was because of how you get monetized on YouTube. So in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need to have 1,000 subscribers, as well as have 4,000 watch time hours over the past 365 days. So I've hit both of those goals as the middle of April approached, as well as after that, you have to apply for the YouTube Partner Program, as well as get a Google AdSense account and connect all of that stuff before you actually start getting paid. And all of the views and everything before you've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program do not count towards any of the money that you make on YouTube. It's only everything thereafter. So I actually started my YouTube channel as a DIY channel because I had watched so many DIY videos in order to learn how to renovate homes, and so I just wanted to try it for myself. I soon realized that it wasn't something that I was very interested in, and then I started doing the personal finance stuff for everything that I talked about and really took the plunge and got after it. And I'm really excited that I pivoted and ended up going on that route, and I've had a really great time making 2 videos a week for you guys with great information, and knowing that every single one of you watching smashes that like button. So what I did in order to grow my YouTube in a fairly quick period of time was I was very analytical when I was watching other creators in my space. I would look at how their videos were doing and what they were doing in those videos to get people to watch for a longer period of time. So the way the YouTube algorithm works is the longer people watch your videos, the more they push it on to other people. So I wouldn't just watch these YouTube creators' videos for my own entertainment, but I would watch it to learn how I could entertain others. So it was a really great way to determine how I should be editing videos, what B-roll I should add to my videos, and the kind of topics that I should be talking about. The other thing that I did was watch how to YouTube YouTubers. And there are so many of these out there that have great information. One that's my favorite is Catherine Manning, and I'll put her in the description below. If she ever sees this video, that would be awesome to let her know that she really helped me on my journey to get YouTube going as a place where I could make some money. But it is very helpful because they tell you a lot of great things on how to make your videos better, how to properly edit, about SEO, and all these great things that allow you to be better at YouTube. So it's been a great learning experience and something that I'm getting better at every single time that I make a video. For the first couple of months, this was a real struggle getting going from that 0 to that first 100 subscribers. And I was doing everything I could to get a subscriber every single day. As you guys know, I've talked about Bigger Pockets before, and I would go on that website every single day, pour my heart out, help someone, and then ask them to subscribe in return. And that's usually how I got 0 to 5 subscribers every single week, just by helping people and answering their questions. I was also trying to build my Instagram up a little bit and following a ton of people in the space, and not just saying, hey, can you subscribe, but talking to them a little bit beforehand, seeing what they're doing, and then eventually asking them to subscribe, as well as me supporting them. So that really got me from that 0 to 100 amount. As well as I was only making one video a week at the beginning, and then I realized that the more videos that I could make, the more likely that I could get monetized faster. I had listened to a specific video that said it took around 0 to 56 videos before you could actually get monetized. So I figured the faster that I could get to that 56 video amount, the more likely that I could get those 1,000 subscribers. And if I could make 2 videos a week, that would happen in half the time. So around the middle of March, I started making 2 videos a week, which really helped my output. And even YouTube in the analytics said, wow, that's great, you're making more content, we're gonna push your videos out a little bit more. So that is really something that I honed in on and something that I still do today. Because you can't really control the amount of subscribers that you're getting, but you can control the amount of output and quality content that you're putting out every single week. And during that time, it was really motivating for me to know that there were so many other YouTubers out there that had a ton of subscribers, and I'd watch their videos and say, wow, that video sucks, or they're not very good. And that might sound a little bit cynical, but that was really a great motivator for me to know that I could make way more quality videos than them and I could surpass them eventually, which has actually happened for a couple of people. And I'm not gonna name who those are, but that's what I'm most excited about. So really a lot of my success on YouTube so far has been attributed to one video, and yes, only one video. I don't wanna be a one-hit wonder, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys would go watch all my videos, as well as smash the like button on them so the YouTube algorithm pushes them to more people. But that video, at the time of this recording, has over 107,000 views and has gotten me probably about half of the subscribers that I have right now. And that's really awesome, but I'd love to have more videos do the same. And a lot of those people that found my channel through that specific video or through some of my other videos have been giving me really encouraging comments saying, I can't wait to watch your channel blow up, or you're so good, or you're highly unrated, or how come you only have this many subscribers? I was hoping to see hundreds of thousands. So that stuff really motivates me as well. So I'm really appreciative of those comments from you guys. So the last thing that I did to help the output of my channel is make videos that are 10 minutes or longer. So YouTube really appreciates when you make videos that are 10 minutes or longer for a number of reasons. One, they can put more ads because the longer the video, the more okay YouTube is with putting a mid-roll ad because people are less likely to click off. And 2, the longer the video is, the longer they can keep people on their platform. The whole point of YouTube is they want to keep people on the platform so that they view more ads so that they can make more money. So let's get into the meat of this video. Let's dive right into my analytics and see how much money I made with less than 5,000 subscribers. So right now I have the estimated revenue blurred out because I want you guys to watch the whole video, so at least stick around through the end so that you can see what the amount of revenue is. So going back, adding to a longer period of time to see how my video and how my views progressed, you can see right here in the middle of April, it started to just kind of blow up. And before I was only getting 80 to 100 to 120 views a day. And then you can see I started making 2 videos right in the middle of March, which is when I started getting more and more traction. And then all of a sudden, one of my videos, that one, how I save 80% of my income, really started blowing up. and then a couple of my other videos started doing fairly well as well. So the important thing to note here is that YouTube revenue has nothing to do with the amount of subscribers you have. Obviously, more subscribers means you're more likely to get seen, but it's all about views. And it's not only just about the views, but it's about your cost per 1,000 views. So that's really how you get paid. You get a certain cost per 1,000 views, YouTube keeps 45% of it, and then you get 55% of that revenue. And then don't forget about it being taxed. All of this money is taxed, and YouTube actually just changed from it being self-employment tax on top of your other earned income to a royalty tax. So I don't know too much about that yet, but I'll have to figure out how much money I'll actually be taxed on this YouTube income. So to hop into the actual revenue, let's check out what my CPM is and how much money I make on a video. So the RPM is going to be a little bit lower for me than what it actually is if you're going to do some of that math on your own here, because I have views that aren't monetized yet. So it's based on the amount of views that I have and how much money I've made on that video. For example, on that video that I have 107,000 views, I only started getting paid for it once I was 50,000 views in. So those first 50,000 views weren't monetized. And the first day that I actually started making money was April 23rd. And if we go back to the overview, you'll see that I had a ton of views before April 23rd that didn't get monetized. So I didn't get paid for any of that, and YouTube was still putting ads on my video because they can put ads on whatever video they want, and they were still making money. A little bit crappy, but whatever, that's how it works. So you can see my CPM is around $16, $17, which isn't too bad, and that's kind of in line with how a lot of the personal finance YouTubers are, between $16, $20, $25, and some of my videos are more than the others. If someone could tell me why that is, I'd love to know. I really don't know. It's based on the amount that a company is willing to pay for each ad. I know that, but I don't know why some videos have a $27, $30 CPM where others are in that $14, $15, $16 range. So you can see here the total revenue I've made so far in about a month or so of having YouTube revenue is $865.37. That's really not too bad. I'm earning about $25 a day, which I'm pretty pumped about. Now, I'm going to predict right here and now that in a year from now, it's going to be around $8,000 per month instead of $800 per month. And I really hope that's true, and I hope you guys keep supporting me and keep watching these videos to make that dream a reality. Now you can see I've already made a decent income from YouTube after only doing this for 6 months and only having started getting paid a month ago. Now, that income is not necessarily linear, and it won't necessarily continue going up. It could go down. Right now I have one video that's performing really well. That's a majority of that money, around 75 to 80% of the amount of income that I earn every single day from YouTube. Now, if that video stops performing, I'm gonna make very little money. But if I get another video that starts performing, that amount of money will double. So that's really how it depends in the amount of output that you're putting out and the amount more money that you can get. So my future goals with this YouTube income would be to make sure that I can continue doing 2 videos per week. Like I said, you can't control the amount that you're paid and the amount of videos that you get, but I can control the amount of quality content that I put out for you guys. And the next thing that I have a goal for would be to get any sort of sponsorship. I have no sponsorships yet so far on this channel. I'd love to do a video sponsor, but I'm not just going to do it so I can get money. I'm only going to put video sponsors on these videos for people that I actually believe in and products that I would actually use myself. I'm not just in it for the money, I'm in it to teach you guys as well as not sell myself out. The other thing that I plan on doing, and like I said at the beginning, I started this channel out as a DIY channel that had a bunch of crappy, grainy videos on a camera phone rather than using an actual camera. I plan to create another DIY channel with Mia called Mia and Avery's DIY, and we're really excited about it, especially because we have a new property under contract. If you want to learn more about that, check the video up here or in the description below where I talk about that a little bit, as well as a property tour coming soon. But the way YouTube revenue works is the amount that you get is purely based off of how much of a niche that you have. So if you don't niche out very much, the amount of ads that they send you, and they're not really sure what ads to send you if you have a personal finance channel or a DIY channel. So are you getting Home Depot ads or are you getting ads for Webull? So they want to know which type of ads to be sending to your channel, and you get paid more and you get better ads and you get better for the algorithm in terms of how they put your video out to more people so that more eyes get on it. So that's why I'm creating the second channel, so that we can really document our own process of going through some of these renovations, and it's a really fun thing for us to do. I hope that video gave you guys some good insight on how much money you can actually make on YouTube and how much money I actually make on YouTube while you're watching this video right now. Like I said from the beginning of this video, I am not about side hustles where you just immediately can get paid and you get that money right away for trading your time. I like to put a lot of upfront work in for a later huge reward. And that is what I'm all about, so that when I have that huge reward later on, I could potentially scale back that output because all of the other videos that I've made previously are still going to be earning me money. That's what I want to do, and that's what I implore you to do if you're trying to be like me and increase a source of revenue and income every single year. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends so more people get motivated to start a side hustle, and a side hustle that will amount to a big reward. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you guys next time.